rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skill with Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill with Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill with Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill with Academy, it's your time. Oh, 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 Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill with Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skill with Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill with Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill with Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill with Academy, it's your time. Oh, 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 oh. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skill with Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skill with Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day.
Thank you everybody for joining. Kick up in the next 3 minutes. Thank you all. Thank you, Father in the house. Thank you, Pretty Miss. Welcome on board, folks. Thank you all. We'll kick up in the next 3 minutes. Thank you all.
Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skill with Academy, it's your time. Oh, 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 the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillweed Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way.
All right, welcome everybody. We'll kick off in the next 1 minute. Thank you all for hanging out with us midday. To make it one of your most eventful times and have fun doing it together. Thank you all for joining. Let's go.
Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillweed Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way.
Thank you for joining. Thank you, everybody.
Seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillweed Academy, it's your time. Oh, oh, feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join
All
the
right, let's do a
movement.
countdown. We get started real quick. All right, welcome everybody. Thank you all for taking the time to hang out with us. We'll try and make it one of the most eventful 30 minutes of your day, hopefully. And welcome on board, everybody. And this is just an information session for the Cyber GRC program. And this is an avenue for you to ask all your questions. And let's brainstorm together as a team, as a community. What are the trend line out there? We'll be transparent here. We just go straight. We are straight shooter here. So if you have questions, we'll tell you the way we feel. The one we don't know the answer, we'll let you know, of course. And a lot of you are here because we want to know a little bit about GRC. And before we get started, our custom typically we like to know what part of the world are you chatting in or calling in from. If you don't mind, feel free just type. Let's see what part of the world you're logging in from. Dallas, Texas, in the house. Let's go. Let's see what part of the world you're logging in from, real quick. Oh, thank you, M Joy. Thank you, Fauzan. Awesome. Let's see what part of the world you all are logging in from. Let's see. Okay, let's see. All right, Onye in the house, USA. What state are you in, Onye? McKinney, Texas in the house. Stella in the house. Awesome, McKinney. All right, I see you. All right, let's see what part of the world you all are logging in from. Real quick. Atlanta in the house. Thank you. All right. Ajay in the house. Maryland. All right. Savannah in the house. Georgia. Let's see. Sunday, Texas in the house. Awesome. Samuel, UK, London in the house. Atlanta in the house. Beautiful. Let's see more. Okay, we see a couple of London there. Atlanta here, Texas here, Lagos in the house. Thank you, Allah, for joining also. That's the power of social media, right? Most time we join from everywhere. Ontario in the house. Thank you, Mercy from Canada. Awesome. Damilola in the house. Woohoo. Lagos. Seattle, Washington in the house. Thank you, Leo. Awesome. All right. I see Moj in the house. New Jersey. Love it. New Jersey in the house. Let's see. Where else are we calling in from? Okay. Let's see. Awesome. 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 Okay. Thank you all. Okay, so let's jump in real quick and feel free type your questions. I'll be looking at them as much as possible. A lot of you are here because you want to make a move or you feel you want to do more and explore more opportunities out there, which is amazing. By way of introduction, my name is Akinbade Akifenwa. I'm honored to be one of the mentors on our platform. My old role, I used to be the head of delivery of a global consulting firm in North America, also in operation technology in cyber. And I've done this for over 20 years myself. You can check my LinkedIn profile. And I understand some of the questions that come up typically is okay, dude, why the heck do we need to waste our time and be part of your community and your platform? One thing we commit to our community is simple. At the end of the day, we're going to challenge you to do more. We're going to push you hard. We're going to work hard together. We're not going to sugarcoat the reality that we see out there, right? We're not of the illusion anything is automatic. We know we got to put that work. We got to burn the candle for those early stages and ultimately get towards our goal. And I know another question most of us ask also, and I'm saying from the trend line I've seen, people are genuinely worried and concerned. And one of the concern I've heard is, okay, I've taken a lot of programs in the past, and I just don't want to take one of those programs and just feel, well, I'm just taking a program. And my typical response is simple. It's like a high school kid or a college kid that is about to graduate, and in the midst of graduation, the economy is a little bit iffy. Do we tell the kid to just chill and not graduate? Probably not. We'll say, well, still do life, graduate. And the way I look at it is, in the midst of all of the chaos, there's always a glitters of hope in terms of what we can do. We cannot control other events. We can control our own response as circumstance, the way we choose to respond to it. And for us, we see opportunity, we see consistency. Yes, I know AI is a threat to all the work all over the world. Yeah, we know that. Yes, we know uncertainty in the economy in general. People are a little bit nervous because of the different unknowns. I get that part of it too. But in the midst of it all, there is still a lot of opportunities, and we need to do life, period. That's the way I look at it. I will tell you all the mechanism we've seen that has worked, that has made a lot of people still successful, even in the midst of chaos. So we'll talk about that too in the program or as we proceed today. But let's jump in real quick. And if you have questions along the line, just feel free, just go ahead and ask away. So today we're going to jump into the GRC program, which is going to kick off August 9th. Our timeline is typically Saturdays, Sundays, and on Wednesdays. So Saturdays will be focused on, the action itself, very engaging, very interactive, very hands-on. Everything we do in our community is strictly project, really. And the reason we focus on project is because at the end of the day, it's the project that sells. It's the project you need to articulate in an interview, and it's what people really care about at the end of the day. So we're going to focus on the project side of things. On Sunday, the same thing, 2 to 5 p.m. US Central Time. That is 3 to 6 Eastern Time. Then on Wednesdays in the evening, we have 8 to 10 Central Time, which is 9 to 11 Eastern Time. The beautiful thing is just 6 weeks. Within those 6 weeks, our commitment is we're going to teach you everything, every tools, every craft skills that we think you need to be effective and successful ultimately. Our commitment is you will really enter into a room and you would be lost. It will be hard. And I know what you're thinking for some of you. I don't know IT. I have no clue. I don't know. I've never done IT in my life. The reality is, I bet to disagree. Gone are the days anyone can say, I'm not IT again, because the reality is that right now, the ecosystem has forced you and I to be part of IT because you go to the airport, you're logging into your network, you're at home, you're logging into your network, and that's really foundational fundamentals of IT in general. If I visit you, you tell me to give you, I'll ask you to give me your network ID, right? All of those are the same thing most organizations do. They just scale it up at the end of the day. But let's jump in what the content will entail. It's 6 weeks, 3 sessions, about 45 total classes in general. This is the schedule. We talked about that already. Let's jump into the curriculum so that I'll run through this real quick so that you have enough time to focus on the questions and answers ultimately also. And with us today, let me just give some love to one of our, our mentors, one of our students in the past. I'll just give some love to Paul. Hey, Paul. Hi, brother. Thank you so much for joining.
Hi,
Yeah,
how are you doing?
awesome. I'll bring you back in a bit, okay? I just noticed you wanted to recognize you. Thank you, brother. All
No
right.
problem.
Thank you. All right. So let's jump in again. And again, within our group, we have a community called the War Room. This is folks that are working, we support each other. So when we have information session, we always throw it out there and say, hey guys, if you're available, come in and inspire somebody else and let them believe also. Yeah, we are transparent here. We're not telling you do something automatic, it's magic. No, 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 no. We're going to put the work, put the discipline, and we stand a chance together. But let's jump in real quick. Then I'll leave enough room for a lot of questions. Okay, so don't worry about that. What are we going to cover? We're going to get into things that I know if you enter a room, these are the common things anyone will talk about. My commitment to you is that you will never get to a room and you feel inferior. Never. It's not going to happen. You're going to be one of the smartest people in that room. I guarantee you that because your knowledge base would have been well represented based on the program. Your thinking would have been challenged and robust enough to adjust to any meeting. I guarantee you that because, of course, every environment is different. You might learn the nuances of a unique business, maybe the way they do their tools, their technology, their vendor type, and all that. But ultimately, in terms of the knowledge base, you're not going to be missing. It's not going to happen. And I know this because you would have been benchmarked against multiple frameworks out there, which is all the key best practices the world has to offer. So there's no angle or direction they bring you to that you'll not be effective. You'll be fine. So I'm not worried. So we're going to touch things like asset management. Ultimately, how do we manage assets in an environment? Vulnerability management. You can have an asset, but if you're not tracking it for potential weakness, there's a problem there. We'll talk about that. We talk about how to monitor your security in general and the events that happen in your environment. We'll get into that. We do assessment around that too. We talk about identity and access management. All of us will agree at the end of the day, before you log on today, you need to put your user ID and password, all of those activities. We'll talk about threat intelligence, intelligence around threats. We talk about incident response. It's not a function of if there will be an attack. As a matter of fact, one of the CEOs of the biggest networking company in the world said there are two types of companies today: those that have been attacked and those that have been attacked, but they are not aware of it that they've been attacked. Everybody's going to be attacked. You are currently attacked, you just don't know. That's the reality right now. So you might not have discovered, but there's attack everywhere. And if you notice, all of us can agree with this. One of the trend line right now, even at the state and global level, is if there's crisis anywhere, one of the ways even state actors respond is to start with a cyber attack, right? Which is what we saw in Ukraine. We've seen it in different controversy in Southeast Asia and the West. It's going to be a trend line going forward. Critical infrastructures are going to be attacked first with cyber. Countries that are not connected to the web are less prone to those attacks, right? Because they're not connected to any network. But it's a bigger risk right now all over the world. So we can agree on that for sure. We get into framework mapping, all the key frameworks out there that we think are popular and useful and can make you stand out in any room. We're going to touch it. You know, NIST framework, CSF 2.0 for privacy and security, for supply chain, for risk assessment, for incident response. We'll cover all of those. Now, don't worry about all this for now because you've not touched it yet, so don't stress it. Our class starts with the foundation, so we're going to go into foundation of IT for day one to give you the baseline knowledge. So don't worry about it. All the key areas that we think are blind spot, we start with that day one. Then, if you commit to go back to rewatch it, you would have caught up on the basic terminologies out there in general. And for every one of us, also, we have a CompTIA Security Plus Prep program whereby we can prepare you for taking the certification also, which gives you that hedge also at the end of the day. We talk about policy building, what it entails to build policies, procedure, risk assessment, risk registry. We get into disaster recovery, business continuity, business impact analysis. We get into third party risk also, how to do vendor comparison, monitoring of those vendors. We get into privacy, GDPR for regulation for the European Union, PIPEDA for Canada, CCPA for California, PCI DSS for payment card industry, EPA for healthcare. We touch all of these key regulation and much more. We get into some key maturity models out there. We talk about iTrust, SOC 2 Type 2 report, CISS control. Now, again, don't stress it. All of these are areas we know some employers ask for the skills in those areas. So definitely we always bring it up on board for you all to take advantage of it. Imagine technology and trend. Of course, we can all agree. Every one of us know AI is a big one. So we also teach you how to audit and assess AI models, right? So your llamas, your chat GPT, if there's a model someone needs you to go evaluate and assess, you will know how to do it because we would have taught you that as part of our program. Also, we get into secure SDLC when people build solutions, and how do you make sure we build solutions safely? We'll get into that also. Insider risk, operational technology. Operational technology will be like your critical infrastructure for refineries, power grid, which is like NextSip. Every one of these you will get out of here with confidence and knowledge to make you comfortable to speak about it intelligent in any environment, and more importantly, to conduct an assessment around those. Then we have a tool that we use. We have a partner, GRC, Risk Rhino. Now, I know some of you would ask, okay, dude, what tools do you teach? And this is what I always say to everyone that asks me that question, that, okay, what tools do you guys teach? One thing I would challenge everybody is we can create a tool today, all of us. If you have time, go to famous.ai. All of us can create a tool. I can say create a tool that will do document management for governance, risk, and compliance. I can, okay. If you think I'm joking, let me show you something real quick. I mean, just to kind of make you know that our world has changed, right? And sometimes it's important to know that so you can appreciate why the thinking, hopefully you appreciate why our thinking is a little bit different now, right? So let me show you real quick, just for curiosity's sake. Some of you ask me, okay, are you sure we can? What do you mean by, you can just go in and, okay, this is a tool called famous.ai. So I can say, create, create a cyber GRS tool to help manage incident risk assessment, you know, and more. So, and maybe I'll say and third party and third party risk. Just now just follow me here. So I can come here and put some stuff like this, right? Just let me copy it. Let me log in with. Let me just sign in and show you guys what I mean. Now, the reason I need to make you understand this is the tool is not the issue again. All right. So don't waste too much time on thinking, oh well, I need there's a tool. I need to know all the tools. No, that's not the issue. More importantly is for you and I to be able to let's see, let's go. So more important is understand your own process and how things work in your organization, and be able to adapt. Whatever the tool is not relevant. You can adapt. Okay. Now, the reason I'm showing you is this is just to give you an idea that our world has changed. Nobody cares too much about, oh, I know this tool alone. Yes, learn a few tools, but the truth is you don't know what tool your company would have or be using. None of us know it, right? Once this thing is done, I'll show you, I'll come back and show you the result, right? But the point I'm making is that gone are the days it's difficult to build a tool. It's not a big deal again. So don't stress yourself on a tool. I used to be head of a practice, and I had about 200 vendors in my database. And guess what? Every vendor always tell you the same thing. Of course, the branding is different, the marketing is different, but honest truth is that the tools are very similar. If you use AWS or Google, Microsoft Azure or Google Cloud or Oracle Cloud, let's be honest. I mean, it's not going to be a lot of difference between AWS Cloud and Google Cloud and Oracle Cloud and Microsoft Azure. There will be some slight nuances, but it won't be like a world of difference. Let's face it, right? So the marketing might be different, but not going to be a big difference. But the point I'm making is don't stress too much on tools. So if you tell me, well, somebody said I need to go and learn Nexus. Hello, I don't know if the job you get if they are going to be using Nexus. And even if they choose to use Nexus, you can learn that the basic foundation of it in 1 hour. Because you're just pulling the tool. You're not a super user or a developer in that tool. You are learning how to use the tool. And I can make a case that any GRC tool, I can make a case you can learn it in 1 hour. Any GRC tool. If you cannot learn the tool in 1 hour, their design is a disaster because they will lose market share. Because many of the tools now, they need to make it friendly and easy to use so that my grandmother in the village can use it, or else people will not really subscribe to it, right? So that's the reality right now we've seen. Okay, you can see this thing is still building its thing. You can see it's building the solution already. But anyway, so let's quickly go through some basic questions I've seen, and I'll leave room for you to answer your question. Do we need IT background? No IT background required. Just be hungry, be ready to work. We're going to teach you basic foundation for the first 2 classes. Follow through with us. Let's hold your hand in that process. You'll be fine if you commit to it, right? Um, Again, no experience required. We recommend don't miss a class. And when you do, live happen at times, every session is recorded and up to date in real time. What roles can I apply for when you are done in the program? We have multiple roles we've seen. We have a rule of thumb. If you see more than 60% of what you've learned shown on the job, just apply. It doesn't matter. Just apply. So some roles like GRC analyst, third-party risk analyst, data governance, data privacy, IT risk. These are the jobs some of our students have gotten opportunities in the past. The cost price itself is $8.99. And somebody asked me, well, is there other hidden things? Some program will tell you this and that, and they will charge you more. No, this is all you pay. You have option of paying twice or 3 times. The option is there. It's flexible. Um, so do we do refund? We don't do refund in our program. We give complimentary discounted rates for our alumni community. You have lifetime access. All you need to do is to let us know you need extension, and you always have that extension. Then the other thing is career mentorship for us. This is the most important piece. Our community is not a place to just disappear. We constantly look for opportunity to mentor, programs to send out, materials to share with you. So sometimes you might see it a little bit overwhelming because we are always finding ways and opportunity to give back to our community, whatever it takes. We, materials, documentation, we bring guest speakers a lot, whatever it takes to help our community, we do it. We have a lot of internships that are free that we give out just to keep enhancing that experience for our community also. Resume support, a lot of you have asked me, do we support resume? Absolutely. Thankfully, there are a lot of tools out there, AI tools that helps to jumpstart that process. In our program recently, what we do is by week 2, we've started building draft one of your resume. So I'm not going to wait till end of your class to do your resume. No, by the first class, second class, we have first draft. By your fourth week, second draft. So by the time you're done with the program, honestly, 1 week to the class, I tell you to start applying for a job because your resume is already ready. So don't worry about that. And we have a service that help you to also optimize it once you build the first draft. Mock interview, some of you might not know. We have a segment called the Lion's Den. And I'll share my screen real quick just for the purpose of so you can see what I mean by that. So you can it's just an amazing program out there. So if you go to YouTube, let me share real quick so you can see what I'm talking about. If you go to YouTube, you will see we have. Okay, before we do that, I just noticed the video. Remember earlier on, I made you to. Let me share again so you guys will see. We had this thing I was showing with you all that we tried to build a GRC tool, right? Ladies and gentlemen, let me show you what just happened. It's a bit creepy, but guess what? This thing just built a draft GRC tool. Now, it doesn't mean it's final, but look at this tool. Talks about incidents. It's showing you incidents here. Talks about risk assessment. It's showing you how to do it. It's crazy stuff. Think about it. We just built a tool now. I know it sounds crazy, right? But this is true. The world has changed, ladies and gentlemen. I just built a tool. I can add vendor here. Look at it. You can choose the risk level here. I know it's creepy and crazy, but that's where we are right now in the world. This is crazy, but this is it. And you can publish it. Of course, you need to enhance it and all that. But the point I'm making is the entry point to build solution is not like before. So that you can tell why I'm not too focused on tools and telling you tools because tools come, tools go. People can build solution anytime. So I'm not too worried about that. If I tell you to chill on tools, those are the reasons. So don't think I'm just crazy thinking, oh well, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about with tools. I have a lot of vendors we've worked with, so I know the mindset of tools. But let me share one more thing. For those of you that ask me, okay, do we have a way we support you? We have a segment called the Lions Den, and I would like to just quickly show you guys real quick what that looks like. So the Lions Den is just you can go to Skillway Lions Den. Okay, Skillway Lions Den. You can go and it will come up. Just check it out. It's a way we prepare a lot of our folks with interviews here and there, and just have fun learning from those folks. We have close to 100 scenarios there. Go there and just enjoy it too as we progress. Really, it's amazing stuff out there. Okay. Another thing is potential career path. Some of you asked the question, the salary general. What I would say is this: what I've seen most of the time, my personal experience and for my team, for the last 1.5 years, the least salary I've seen in our community over 80 jobs is the least I've seen. Except maybe they didn't give me the full data. The least minimum I've seen is about 90,000. That's the minimum. Most people are 6 digits, okay, for their first job. So, however, even if you start with 80 grand or whatever number for your first job to kind of get experience, we would recommend, why not? Let's start with that. Then we can build along that. But that's been the trend line we've seen, okay? Community support for us is a big deal. We have alumni network, WhatsApp community. Any opportunity to learn, we always embrace it big time. You get a certificate after each one of our programs. The job search, when you're done with the program, we become marketers. We are aggressive. We go crazy, applying, applying, applying. Um, like we mentioned, the interviews segment, we focus with the Lions Den and just call, text us. We have some amazing tools within ChatGPT also that we use. We built custom tools where you can just pop in those roles and responsibility from the company and it to spit out some amazing guide questions to ask the interviewers and different ways to respond also. Um, People that transition that we've seen a lot of people in the medical space, transport workers, Uber drivers, people new to workforce, new to IT, it does not matter. The main thing is the discipline, the focus, the commitment, no shortcuts. We're not going to play games. We're just going to work hard. We have tons of resources to make you successful, a lot of templates, a lot of interview guides. And I can quickly show you a few of them just to kind of make you see some very effective things we've seen in the past that has worked. So if you want one of our big resources that we definitely always recommend is you go to, you go to skillway.com and within skillway.com, we recommend definitely go to the resource page here. We have tons of free ebooks here. Take advantage of it. It's a lot of books. Now you might say, well, why do I care about books that are maybe I don't care? It's important because for most of us, we just remove the confusion for you. Now you don't have to worry about anything beside just execute. So let me say, sometimes to ask you, you might get a prop up to put your email so you can download. But you can download all these materials. It's quite a lot of them. Play with it. Let me send it to the chat right now. It's just an amazing ton of resources that you can leverage big time. Don't stress yourself when we already did the work for you, right? There's no point. Okay. So let's quickly wrap this up and start typing your questions. Like we said, we have tons of free knowledge for you that you can leverage from. Virtually every month, we develop 2 ebooks towards guiding our community and summarizing things we know can be a lot of confusion for you. So you don't have to worry about. We talked about the YouTube page already. Another beautiful thing is that we have mobile application. So once you're working with, you start the program with us, You have the mobile app you can use and share, and just it's a awesome experience for you. You don't have to stress. With support, of course, during and after. A question I get a lot is, do you have to be a US citizen to be in cyber? The answer is no. A lot of jobs, if it's not government, they are fine with green card holders or people that have work authorization, especially for private sector. So um, that's the answer for that. Technical requirement for the program: Mac, computer, Windows, any one of them work. We just recommend being in a quiet place so that you can have a very holistic experience also. Timeline for job search. We are very transparent here. We're not going to tell you get a job in a week or 2 weeks. We don't know. But one thing I know is that anytime we put our best in good faith, put the work, be consistent. Let me tell you what somebody told me this week, right? So he said, "Hey, I've been applying for, since for a while." So in my mind, I said, "Oh, shoot, that must be a lot of application." So I asked, "If you've been applying for a while, right?" So I said, "How many jobs have you applied to?" He said, "About 40." He said, "Hey, coach, it's been a lot, about 40." So I said, "Is it 40 a day or 40 all through?" He said, "40 all through on aggregate." I was shocked because, oh, I said, "Oh my gosh, there's a problem. I must have miscommunicated something. How would you tell me for 6 months plus, you've applied to just 40 jobs? That is not acceptable, right?" So in reality, we are so aggressive. We're going to expect you to apply at least 10 jobs a day consistently for a period of maybe a month consistently, because it's a game of numbers. We got to be aggressive in application. Just keep applying, keep applying. If you don't apply aggressively, then your chances are definitely going to be limited. It's a market now. Don't be distracted if anybody tells you there's, oh, people said this. Scratch that in your head. I don't care what people say. I care what you want. It's not relevant what people say. It's not relevant really. What I care about is, what do you want though? That's all. The rest is useless information to me personally, because it doesn't matter. I care about you in this case. Okay, what do you want? If you tell me this is my goal, then let's work towards it. Let's be aggressive. Let's be focused. That's all that matters. I don't care what anyone says is not relevant, really. It's what do you want? If you tell me you want it, then let's go for it. That's all that matters, really. And just put the work, the discipline in it also. Um, some factors that affect job placement, we got to prepare. I challenge you, don't run from things like Lions Den, where you can come in and prepare. I mean, it's crazy at times. In our community, the biggest problem we have is, I tell people, come to the Lions Den, let's prepare you. And you don't have a lot of people who volunteer to show. So it's like, I'm literally begging you to come and prepare, right? That is crazy, right? Because in other communities, people don't show up to help them. But in my own community, we are begging you guys, okay, come on, come here, come and prepare for interview. We need you all to prepare. So it's a good place to be, but we are committed to our team. We want you to do well. So no shortcut, just put the work in it as always. Ready to begin your journey? Put the work, be focused, no distraction, give it all. We have lifetime access, and we support you. If you have questions, ping us on WhatsApp. We have mentorship program also, um, separate, and this is where we are. We have live instruction. Is not just recorded version, direct mentorship, real world use cases, job preparation, cyber GRC focus. One of the things that makes us unique is the live interaction we have. It's community focused. You simulate the project environment. So you're going to feel like you're in a real project because you're working with other smart professionals. Some of them are even in leadership in their role right now. And you get to work with the best in the world mentally also, which is brilliant, really. We have access from different countries in our program all over the world, really. Time zone, typically, we have a lot of folks in Europe, in Africa, and in North America, Canada, US, and Mexico. So all right, so payment option, just go to the academy.skiwi.com and you can just click on the drop down here. You see all the information there also. And without wasting much time, let me bring in some of our folks. Let me take some of your questions, then I'll bring some of our folks in to give you some insight. I can see Abu online and I can see, um, all right, let's see. Okay, let me take some questions, then I'll bring Abu in. Let's see. All right. Okay. Thank you. Oh, I see quite a number of my folks coming now. Okay, awesome. I'll bring them in now in a bit. All right, let's take a few questions. I'm an ERP consultant. I would like to transition to GRC. Is this possible? Okay, let me make you happy. Whoever that was, I think this laser shot. I used to be, believe it or not, I used to do implementation in SAP myself. I don't know what ERP you're using. Maybe it's Workday, Oracle, Financials. I was an SAP person for many years too. Then I was in the SAP security, order to cash processes. And transitioning is not, I'll tell you, that world, our world is not as crazy as your world, for sure. Would you assist with resume writing? I think we answered that already. Do we need to be citizen to work in the US as a GRS professional? The answer is no. Um, all right. Let's see. Let me put those questions out there so people can see it. The answer is no, we don't have to. Do we need to? Are we learning SQL? It's not an SQL class, but there are many free resources out there to learn SQL. Do you accept PayPal credit? I believe there would be options of check on the site. I'm not sure it's PayPal, but there's some options like Klarna and other methods out there. But I don't think PayPal is there, but you can double check. Okay, Oracle Financials, got it. Yeah, that's awesome. Oracle Financial was something I learned a little bit then too. And if you've done Oracle Financials, I think you'll be good. So don't worry about stuff like that. This will be honeymoon, in my opinion, compared to the world of ERP. ERP was crazy. I don't know. Recently, maybe with AI, it's better, but in SAP, it's insane. It's always constant state of chaos and problem and clients getting mad. It's always something, something all the time. So I think this will be honeymoon compared to that world for sure. All right, without wasting time, let's invite some of our guests here real quick. They will just talk to us briefly and feel free to ask all your questions. Let's bring up stage first one of our great mentors, Abu. Okay, before I bring Abu, let's go to Olaide. Hey, sis, how are you?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to encourage everybody that is planning to join the new class that it's going to be an amazing experience. For me, it was life changing, and I would also encourage everybody too that you need to put in the work. There are no 100% assurances when it comes to getting. I mean, anyone that's going to tell you, oh, we're going to get you a job is lying. You need to put in the work. And fortunately, this is the very right space for everybody. Mr. King is going to give you a lot of work to do. And then I'll encourage everybody to take advantage of all the resources that are available. It will be worth it. I was in the January class, and um, in my case, I got a job even before the end of the class. And even though that's not the experience of everybody, it was it was um it was a lot of work on my part. So I'll just encourage everybody joining this class. I did not have previous IT background. I should stress that. I I studied law, so I did not have any previous IT background. But there is enough resources in this class to equip you to get a job and to also succeed on the job. So I wish everybody all the best. And yeah, I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much, sis. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thanks for taking the time out of your schedule. I appreciate it. Thank you, sis. All right, without wasting much time, let's bring up stage also Abu in the house. Hey, brother.
Hey, Haki.
Huh?
Thanks
How are
for
you, brother? Huh?
thanks for having me. It's
Yeah,
always a
thank you so
pleasure.
much for joining in short notice. Huh?
Yeah. I I just want to change in and this lady that just spoke, she said something, but I have a different opinion, right? She talked about nobody something like nobody can you can't be assured if you will get a job. I think I have a different opinion, right? I can assure you if you do this class you will get a job, but under one condition only when you put in the job. I think that's the best way to put that word right. If you if you're part of this community, you can get a job. That is 100% certain. But that is only when you put in the work, right? There is no two ways about it. And this is my reason why I said if you're part of this community, you can get a job, right? Everybody I have invited to this class, because I went through this class, I got a job like a week after. And then I have also, right, referred people, and they are all working today. You understand? I want to believe that the reason why, of course, there are a lot of people that did this class without job, right? But the people I have referred, they all have a job. They works in a bank, works in healthcare, like they all have a job. Why? Because they put in the job. Because there was something I did that worked for me. I also advise them to do the same thing, which is putting in the job, putting in the work, right? Every assignment, every teamwork, during the class, Aki usually share people into group, and then there's usually an assignment. I will encourage you to partake in that assignment. Don't stay back. Don't stay on the backstage. Always ask questions. Always contribute. Always try to solve the problem. Because to be realistic, that is the job you're doing. That is the experience you're gathering. But if you are backstage waiting for people to always do this job, it might affect you in future. Because to prove that to you, why I was doing this class in my team, it was me and one particular person that is always doing all the assignments, and the guy's name is Paul. And to surprise you, Paul was the first person that got a job, followed by me. I don't think that's coincidence, right? I don't think so. So if you put in the work, you get the job. And when you're doing this class, don't do it like you are in one university. Do it like you're doing this to go get a job, right? Because the way you read in this class is completely different from the way you read when you're in school. Because that's another mistake a lot of people make. In school, we read to pass exam. So we don't read to understand. We read to pass an exam. But in this class, I will advise you to read to understand, not to read to pass exam, because nobody is going to set any exam for you, right? You're not trying to prove to any of us that, oh, I will get A, I will get B. But it's all about experience. It's all about understanding why you're here. And to be realistic with you guys are even better off than us. We are like one of the first people that started this class. With time, this class have improved. There are more information, there are more things. Every year, Haki added new things to this class, new information, right? Sometimes I log into, this Kiwi to go learn new things. So you guys are even going to get more than we got. And if we can get a job, there is nothing stopping you guys, because you guys will get the information we did not get, right? I think that is all I have to say.
Thank you so much, Abu. You are just a pace setter for us all. And in case you don't know, Abu also has a service that helps people. Once you're done with our program, he consults, helps you, guide you end to end towards getting a job, mentor you one on one. So he has a service dedicated to that. I'll be happy to share that also. Abu, do you want to say one or two things about that too?
Yeah, thank you, Aki. That is true. I have a service. So, in knowing, okay, I think I need to start from this perspective, right? I have a master's degree in cybersecurity, right? After 1 year of graduation, I could not secure a job. Like, I lost track of interviews. I applied for a job. I did thousands of interviews without a job, right? Knowing Haki, joining this class, I was able to understand why I wasn't getting a job. And then I told my wife that I've broken the code, right? That I'm not going to waste any interview. My next interview, I'm going to get a job. And really, my next interview got me a job, and that was because of the things like every. So let me tell you guys one thing, so you don't have to come and pay me money. Listen to everything Aki is saying. Don't take any Aki word for granted. Aki don't sound serious like me when he speak. He sound very, he just speak with this calm voice, easy, but don't take those words for granted, right? If you don't, you won't even need to come to me, right? I do interview prep for people, but I charge a lot of money because it's one on one, right? And it's going to take me a lot of time. I usually customize, like tailor the things to you to personalize it. That's why I charge a lot of money. So I wish people don't come to me, but hey, if you come to me, I'm going to charge you a lot of money. I do interview prep, and if you listen to everything I said, follow instruction, you are going to get a job in, I would say, 3 months, right? Because everybody I've done that thing for, I've gotten 98% success rates. And the only people that didn't get a job, there are two people. One of them did not follow instruction, right? Aki mentioned something earlier. That person, after a few months, that person have only applied to 10 jobs. I have to call somebody into the call. I was like, this person just applied to only 10 jobs after how many months? The person was like, are you joking? That is less than 1 day application. Do you understand? Like, you have to apply nothing less than 15 to 20 job every day. Getting a job is a job. You
Yeah.
got to put in the work. You have to. But these days ahead, there are people that help people apply for job. If you want to also hire those people, but I think it would be better you put in your time to apply for job, right? Because if you can't do that, I doubt if you can have time to do the job.
Yeah.
It's called discipline, right? So yes, I do interview prep for people. Like,
Thank you.
if you're ready, you can come to me. But if you listen to what Aki is saying, I always say that you don't have to come to me. I'm just telling you the truth. I'm charging you money for me doing the work for you. That's just what it is. And of course, when you get a job, you're going to be paid over 100,000, right? So you don't want to get that job for free, right? You have to.
Yeah.
They don't come for free. All
Thank you
right.
so much, brother. I appreciate it. And folks, I mean, it's one of our rock stars. Thank you so much, Abu. I appreciate it so much, brother. Thank you, sir. All right, we have finally um we have on the call also Oyinko online. Thank you so much, sis.
Hi.
All right.
Hello,
Hey,
everyone.
yeah, sure.
I just wanted to add to what everyone has said, and just to emphasize that it's really, really essential to recognize that what your determination is pretty much the key. It's a key factor in achieving whatever you're doing in life, including learning and career goals. Some people goal is to earn, some people is money. Personally, Uncle Aki has been a mentor for the past 15 years for me, and my goal has always been money and the strive to learn new things. And I also did this class. I think it was sometimes middle last year, and I was able to get a job. Now I did work with him a couple of years back, and I've been doing the vendor risk management without any experience. I'm only saying that because if you're in any job, especially in the IT already, you can transition easily. And I have friends that currently work as GRC analysts right now, SAP, that do not have, they have zero IT skills, zero IT experience, but you're doing very, very well. And if you're currently in any role right now, if it's business analyst, if it is healthcare, regardless of whatever what industry it is, just never underestimate your power of motivation, and you will get that in this community. If you have zero experience, if you want to ask, be involved, pretty much just be involved in the class that it tells you, in the exercises that it gives you, and take that, use that opportunity to learn, because whatever you're doing in class right now is exactly what you're going to be doing outside of, once you get a job. And I see comments on here talking about the market in Canada, or how easy it is for you to get a job. Listen, it's different for everybody. And some will get it like Abu and a lady that came on like 2 weeks immediately after the class, some with multiple offers, while some it takes them 6 months, a year. But after that a year, it's because you're still sharpening your skills, and you haven't, it's not because you're not doing something right, it's just because it's the market. Sometimes it's the market. But just strive harder, just stay there, stay within, keep applying. 10 jobs, 15 jobs, it looks very hard, but it's just a click and go.
Yeah.
Once you have that, I've seen people that earn from zero opportunities to 1 million opportunities getting as high as 250. Whereas the folks before them that got the job earlier don't even earn as much as them. Moral of the story is just keep, never underestimate your own motivation. And you can, with this community, whether you're in job, on the job, outside of the job, there is always someone that can assist you with it in all aspects of whatever issue you come across. Just follow the instructions that he gives you, follow the path that he gives you. Join the Lions Den, and it would really, really help you out a lot. That's about it. So good luck to everyone.
Thank you so much, sis. Oh man, Oyinkan is one of those people that I respect so dearly. She's just a lion in her heart. There's nothing she can't do. And by the way, if you're in Dallas, she also has a gig for kids. If your kids have events coming, please plug in. Oyin, you want to talk about that program you're running right now for our Dallas folks?
Yeah, sure. If you just need party rentals or balloon artistry for your events, yeah, I'm your plug.
Thank you, sis. Awesome job.
Thank you,
Amazing,
Omar, for
amazing.
saying that.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right. I know somebody had a question. Let me quickly just somebody said now that most companies are stopping work from home, how do you manage the workload, the pressure from an expectation for a newbies? I like that. I love that actually. So let me tell you what I think, right? And we can all make a case for. Let me tell you a story, just my own story, my own experience, right? My first real true professional experience was um, on my own, right? The first one I got was I was doing my masters and it was an internship, so maybe that would not count. Or it was a CPT, so I won't count that. But the first true experience as a full graduate, now that I have to go survive, right, was in a transportation business for rail transportation. And I've never done anything professional like that before, right? And honest truth is that I had no clue what I was doing, and I got there first day. I didn't understand project nuances, the experience, and I was with my friend then, Dolly P, crashing with him. And I remember then every night it was like a nightmare experience. I just couldn't sleep. You know, one thing I'll tell you, that too shall pass. Even if you have to be physically there. Yes, you might have imposter syndrome, which I think I had then, because I was feeling I was feeling I didn't belong there. But guess what? It lasted just 2 weeks. By my month one, the guy I was working with was also not the nicest of people, and eventually, because I was so persistent that, especially when I got paid my first time, the money was so good. I said, okay, now this has changed the relationship. This thing got to work. There's no option, really, because now I realize, oh, so this thing is real. It's not just paper, right? I got paid on a Friday and I said, wow, okay, I don't want to miss this pay. This is so good. So the key, the moral is that I know sometimes it might look like, would you survive? You underestimate our survival instinct as humans. You'll be fine. Yes, the first 2 weeks will be dreadful. You would have to burn the candle. You will call people. You will read a lot. You will do YouTube. You will call friends. You will call our network. And I love what Oyin said when she said, we have help within our community all the time. We would rally around you. So your first 2 weeks will be, we rally around you. Okay. You will be fine ultimately. I can guarantee you that. Um, it always work out eventually, especially if you are fully in it, you lock in, you put the work, you research. You have a meeting coming up, you research, you prepare for it, you call, you get your documents ready, you would always be fine. So don't worry because of if somebody says you should come to the office, whether to make a difference, it does not make it, it doesn't matter to you. You'll be fine because you are prepared. You'll do the work before your meeting. So don't stress that part of it, okay? And I guarantee you, like Paul said and Abu said, if you've done our sessions within our community, most of those things will be similar things because our community, when we work together, we're a little bit feisty. We argue a lot in the meetings, in our program. So and sometimes it gets a little bit rowdy. So I think you'll be fine. That's the way I look at it. So don't worry about. I honestly would not lose sleep on that. No matter how smart you are, your first 2 weeks will be a learning curve. I even bet to say your first 2 months, sometimes even 6 months. The industry standard is 6 months before you settle into any job. That's the way it is, the industry, right? Sometimes even 9 month provision, right? But let's even say in your case it's contract, so they expect magic. Typically, your first 2 weeks is going to be a lot of um, gaining pain where you kind of learn and so don't, but ultimately you'll be fine. That's what I'm saying. Okay, let's take one more question before we bounce. We have 5 more minutes. Let's take more questions. Please go ahead and ask all your questions. Okay, somebody say, Oyin, can we get your contact? Okay, let me give you Oyin, if you don't mind, can you share your email? We don't share our folks' number so that they don't get bombarded. But if you send email, she will reply you and you guys can connect from there. All right, let's see. Oyin, please, can you kindly share your phone number? If not, your email, then you can correspond, and I'll send you guys. If not, let me check. Let me quickly give you phone number real quick. Okay. So I'm sharing Oyin's email. Please reach out to her through our email. Then you guys can pick it up from there. That's Oyin's email. I think she dropped already. Please feel free to send her an email. Okay, let's take another question. How long is the course? It's a 6 weeks program. The cost is $899. The schedule is. Let me quickly show you the schedule real quick, just for the sake of information, real quick. All right, here's the schedule. So we have Saturdays, Sundays, and on Wednesdays. Saturdays and Sundays are 2 to 5 Central Time. Wednesdays are 8 to 10 Central Time. That'll be 9 to 11 Central Time. Okay, I like somebody said, I'm a lawyer transitioning to AI governance. I love this. Whoever this is, file consultant, I love this. This is for you, really. As a matter of fact, in case you're not aware, Olaide is a lawyer also. One of our most successful group has always been lawyers, really. They're just, you all are always one of our best, folks, because the attention to details, you always focus. It's compliance, regulation. You know what it takes to be disciplined. That's what I've seen. So for most people in that space. All right, let's see another one here. Okay, I like this. This is a good one from Wayne. I love this feedback from Wayne. If you guys can see what she said, that is brilliant, actually. She said, 90% of the deadlines aren't looming. Ask for help when needed. Don't make it a crutch. Sometimes the best fix is stepping back. Yes, even a bathroom break to do your research to reset your mind. 100% right. Love it. So, yeah. So, that's a good point. So don't over, whoever is thinking, oh my God, will I be able to, uh, you'll be fine. Just put the work, you'll be good. Okay, somebody said this is just for the GRC class. Now we have a Security Plus program for CompTIA Security Plus prep class, and we have prep classes for C-Risk that's going to kick off in September. And C-Risk is a good certification for GRC organized by ISACA. So we're going to teach that and help you towards preparing for the certification. So the goal for that one is to go pass ultimately. So you have it in your. Some people do it for each other. We don't do stuff like that here. We teach our team, and you go do your exam and you pass. That's the goal. Our pass rate in our program has been, honestly, so far for our Security Plus is 100%. Nobody has failed. I always tell people 97% just because maybe somebody failed that they didn't tell me. But to my knowledge, nobody has failed, that we know. Okay, let's another one. I like this. Oyin said, so with the remote work, so um, one is really watching you. No one is really watching you. You pass the interview. They know you are brilliant. likely better than most, which is true. Honestly, I believe that strongly. Sometimes we underestimate ourselves. Don't do that. We don't do that in our community. We don't shrink for anybody. We believe in ourselves so much. All right. So, Olaide, somebody wants your email. We share emails. We don't share numbers. Then from emails, you can pick it up there. If the conversation is, then you guys can pick up and call if you want to. There. Okay. Let's see. We have 1 more minute. Thank you so much for being part of it. Again, we look forward to having you in the program. We kick off August 9th, and feel free if you have questions. I will send my boss me on WhatsApp. I'll send the number. You can reach us on WhatsApp, and you can also check us on info@scaleway.com. We respond quicker on WhatsApp. Somebody's always going to be there to reach out to you. Typically, before 24 hours, you'll have somebody reply to you. You can always ping this number on WhatsApp real quick, or you can ping us on info@scaleway.com. Thank you for being part of our community. A special thanks to Abu, Olaide, and Oinko. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. And folks, remember, impossible is nothing. Keep doing great things. I wish you Godspeed. We'll talk soon, everybody.
From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillway Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillway Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillway Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillway Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillway Academy, it's your time. Oh, 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 Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillway Academy, break down the walls. In the heart of Africa, a flame ignites, a rhythm so vibrant, it sets minds alight. Skillway Academy, where leaders are born. Embrace the tempo, let your dreams take storm. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillway Academy, it's your time. Feel the drums pulsating, the energy so strong. Join the movement, where dreams belong. From Lagos to Nairobi, hear the call. Skillway Academy, break down the walls. Rise up, leaders, let the beat guide your way. Unlock your potential, seize the day. From the dance floor to the boardroom, let your light shine, shine. Skillway Academy.